I'm saying. That the woman is free. The woman is free to remarry, but you cannot remarry. How many years are there? Hello ladies, it's another beautiful edition of Ladies Lounge. You know how we do it Friday nights now. I'll bring to you exciting information from the world of ladies. I mean, that's a little bit of chit chats, gist, and of course fun right here on Ladies Lounge. Tonight we're going to be having an amazing time, and the why it is because we're going to be educating ourselves on our health as a woman. And I did say, I think maybe last episode, the Ladies Lounge is not just about amiable because again everybody feels like all you do is just and talk. I mean, there are times where we pass out valuable information, vital information for you, her favorite ladies out there. And tonight we're going to be talking about our health. You don't want to miss it, so grab whatever it is you need to grab. If it's a comfy blanket, if you're not out with friends, if you're just home chilling on the lawn, grab a blanket, make a cup of tea or coffee, whichever suits you, or grab a glass of wine, and let's have fun right here on the show tonight, right after this break. Yes, I'm still very much in the studio, and of course I'm not alone in the studio. This is a special edition, and I have an amazing guest whose journey is nothing but inspiring, and she's going to be sharing her experience with us on the show tonight. She's not just a survivor, she is a superhero who fights against breast cancer at every point she gets, and of course she has high sense of humor and of course she's an embodiment of positivity. If you've met her, you know she is. If you are yet to meet her, you're going to discover that she is. And of course, there's no other person than Iwalade Orimi Adetunji. She of course has an amazing name, a nice name. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers at home. In fact, I think I forgot my name for a minute. All the psyching has entered my head. Good evening. My name is Iwalade Orimi Adebimpe Adetunji.
Yes, I love the way. Every time you say those names,
I love my name.
Like I love it. I love it on your behalf.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome to the studios tonight. So first off, like now, as per like you're looking from the last time I saw you, and now you're looking amazing. So really, how have you been?
I've been okay. Well, enjoying Nigeria like everybody else.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. In quotes, in quotes. I've been very fine, thank you. I feel very good tonight. Very good.
I mean, it's good to know that you're fine. And okay, like if you're yet to figure out what we're going to be doing tonight, I mean, you should know by now that we're going to be talking about breast cancer. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I mean, we just feel like it will be amazing to tell our ladies, I mean, help you understand what breast cancer is all about. And to do that, of course, let us share with you the experience of someone who has walked that path, and that's a first-hand experience on what breast cancer is all about. So we're going to begin with the time you discovered that you had cancer. I mean, how did it make you feel?
Honestly,
your journey to that discovery, like
okay, the journey to the discovery, I've always had issues with my breasts. Always had issues in childhood. I've always had issues with the breast. But you know, breast cancer is something that we hear on TV, we watch in movies. So nobody really took any special recognition of it until someone I know died from breast cancer. When such thing happens, you kind of remember your own thing too. So I just decided to get checked again. I've taken out lumps twice before then.
Okay.
I took out the first one, it came back, I took out another one, and I just went to the hospital just to get it checked, just in case. And they got it checked, and you know, your body tells you. As soon as they checked it, I kind of, apart from hearing what the doctor was saying, you know, the doctor was using a lot of medical terms. He was not aware that I could understand all the medical terms, so I knew already what he was trying to say. So I knew it was cancer. And they told me to come back 2 weeks. But that 2 weeks was one of the toughest 2 weeks. You know, you kind of know it might be, but at the same time, you're hoping maybe it's not. So then 2 weeks after, my brother and my ex-husband brought the results and said, you have cancer. And funniest thing, I didn't get scared again at that time. Yeah, I asked them to buy suya that day. They bought the suya, and I still ate my suya. Is it cancer? It's cancer. I still ate my suya. Still drank my gari. Still felt good. The whole shock didn't come until afterwards, until much later. It was not an easy thing hearing you have cancer. At the back of your mind, it's still there. No matter how much you try to be happy, try to smile, it's still at the back of your mind that it's cancer. They told me it was cancer, but I was more happy that they told me, if you do this and this and this, you'll be okay. It's different from the women that are told, hey, sorry, you came too late. There's nothing they can do medically. So I was more grateful for that. And they told me, once I do the surgery and I take the treatments, I'll be okay. So I held on to that one. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. I held on to that one. Besides, it's not easy to go through cancer now. See, fine girl now.
See,
it's not easy now.
I mean, you see, I was thinking that from last time I saw you and now.
Oh,
I mean,
it's not easy now.
It's
not easy at all. So that was the discovery, and that was a few years ago. And I did all the treatments. I did the surgery. I did everything. And I'm fine. I'm okay now.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's the short form of the story. We're still going to do the long.
That's the short form.
The long form of the story, I mean, for the benefits of those who do not really know, we hear about breast cancer. I mean, I think an average girl knows.
Yeah, we've heard of it at one time or the other.
But then, how do you know this could be breast cancer? You say you've always had issues with your breast, and I know that there are times that have try to check my breast and I'm like, okay, is there a lump? Does this feel like a lump?
I understand.
Because again, when you read Google,
you start assuming, I think this is a lump. I think this is, yes, I know that.
Stop Googling your symptoms. I keep saying
Google can kill you sometimes. Yes.
And you're like, okay, if you check web doctor, WebMD, is looking like it's cancer. It might be. So like, now if you have breast cancer, how will your breast feel? How are you going to?
Okay, let me first put it out there. When I talk to women, they usually tell me, but we didn't know. I always say breast cancer is not a thief in the night. There's no way you would say you didn't know.
Okay.
Till it got to the terminal stage. No. The thing is, our breasts, we all know how it looks normally. So far your breast doesn't look or feel the way it does normally.
Okay.
It could be anything wrong. That's why I always advocate for breast awareness. Know your breasts. Look at it, feel it. Look at it from the top, from the bottom, from the left, from the right. How does it look? How does it feel? You know, if you know how it looks and feel, when something is wrong, you notice immediately that this is not how it looks normally. Breast cancer it has a lot of symptoms. Noticeable symptoms. The lump is just the commonest one, the one that people feel is just common. There are a lot. Sometimes it might be in the nipple. If your nipple is an outie, and the next thing you see it going inside, that may be an indication. You know, I keep saying may be an indication. If there's rashes all around, it may be an indication. Or you have a wound, maybe a scratch on your breast, and it refuses to heal normally. That was one of my own indications too. Okay. After the second lump removal, the surgery side took almost 1 year to heal. Assuming I had the knowledge then, that should have been my first indication that this is breast cancer.
Okay.
So there are a lot of symptoms. It could be this itchy feeling, this itchy feeling, like you have itch rashes. But it's actually not itch rashes. It could be that. Then the lump is still the usual common one. Either the lump is something you feel inside or something that is actually visible. You actually see why this side is a bit lumpier than the other side. This side is, and maybe when it gets to the advanced stage, it's painful. But at that time, by the time it gets painful, it's no more the early stage. It's something that's been in the body for a while. Basically, whatever is in your breast or on your breast, that is not the way it is normally. And so know your breast. If you know how it looks, you know there's something wrong if you see it. If you know how it feels, you know there's something wrong if you see it there.
Okay, now on Ladies Lounge we preach body positivity. Yes. So you should love your body and be able to look.
You're the owner.
I mean, be able to look at your body, because I know some ladies
still have a problem looking at themselves. Yes, it's a societal thing. Yes. It's not easy, we grew up in a society that tells you if you touch yourself, it's bad. If you look at yourself and enjoy your body, it's bad. We live in that kind of society. But the end thing is still, it's your body.
Yeah. It's
your body. You own it. Look at it, feel it, touch it. It's your own now. Boyfriend is touching it, husband is touching it. Why won't you touch it? It's yours. So look at it, feel it, so you know if something is wrong.
Okay, so tonight, point one. Like, you can do it while we're still on this show. Take a look at your breast.
Exactly.
Be sure, does it look the same way it looked years back? Does it feel, touch it and be sure that there's nothing going wrong in your body. Now, okay, before we delve into it, quick one, because I remember I've been wanting to ask you this thing. I say next time she comes, I'm going to ask her.
Okay, now I'm feeling a little scared.
Like, during that period, did you create a cancer playlist, like a playlist? Okay, now when there's this thing when people are going to stores and then they do a playlist.
Yes. Okay, before cancer, I was sort of a goth girl. I love black clothes, you can see. I love black. That's one of my favorite colors. I wore black. I love black. My makeup was dark. You know what you white people call goth? I love it. And my favorite movies were scary movies. You know those ones that something is killing them one by one and they don't know what is killing them? Oh, okay. That's what my kind. Even if I don't sleep, at least I watch it. When cancer came, I started remembering all the bad things I did. I started confessing all my sins. I was like, God, if I will not watch horror film again. But like, God, I'm still watching also. I just changed. That was when I discovered Tauma. I discovered Mr. Macaroni. I discovered all those, skit makers. I stopped trying to listen to, rock music. I love metallic rock. You know the kind of music that you're listening to and your head is banging like this. I love that. So I created another playlist. I will not lie and say I created a fully gospel playlist. No, I just created songs that made me smile. Okay. Any song that made me smile, that made me happy, I just created that playlist. And movies, I started watching. I was not a Netflix fan. I became a Netflix fan. Just anything that made me feel happy at that time. So yes, I did have a playlist. Don't ask me for it. But I did have a playlist. Okay, don't ask me for it.
I like to see the songs on the playlist. And because, of course, I think I was at a phase in my life, so because music actually really does
Music helps a lot.
Yeah.
I can listen to it and sleep off. And then wake up and I'm still hearing something nice in my head. I put my earphones on and I doze up. And I know once I wake up, I'm still hearing the music. Really helps. And if it's music that you selected for the lyrics that actually speak to you, it can change your mood in an instant. So music truly helps then, and it's still helping now.
Okay. Now, your breast cancer has ups and downs. I mean, if you've spoken to persons who have been through that process or who are still going through that process, if you've read up, like, I think that's still something I do a lot. Like, read up on all of these stuff, and again, I think for me it's about preparing myself mentally. There are a lot of things happening in this world, so you need to do research and be sure you know what you're facing. Now, okay, I know that the journey isn't a small one. I can't say I can't say I know, but I assume it's not a smart one.
Yes.
So can you walk us through the first stage of, like, okay, now you know you have breast cancer. So what, all of the ups and downs?
Okay. After I was told that I had breast cancer, one step from the terminal stage.
Whoa.
Yeah, when I was told, like I said, it didn't really hit me at that time.
Okay.
You know, when you hear people say they heard something and they were crying, nah, normal human reaction, it takes a while for you to sink in. It takes a while to sink in. I didn't really feel anything. They told me, so I was preparing. I was supposed to have my surgery a week after the day I was told.
Okay.
So I was preparing. I would jokingly stay in front of the mirror and tell my breast, like, they said they will cut you. Better fit very well inside my bra now. Let me enjoy you now. I would joke with my own body. I would joke, and then I would start packing clothes. Like, I packed clothes when I was going to have my children. Let me pack clothes now for this one too. I didn't think it was a big deal until the Sunday before the surgery, Wednesday. I went to church, and the choir sang this particular song, I'm a Walking Miracle. That was when I broke down. I mean, when I say I broke down, you know, crying with snort and all of that, I cried. That was when I was like, God, why now? What did I offend? What did I do? How old am I? I'm still a small girl. What happened? I cried so much that I had to leave the church auditorium.
Oh, wow.
That was when it kind of sank into me, like, wait a minute, cancer is in your body. Cancer that kills people is in your body. Yeah, I got better, and then we went for the surgery. I was still joking. See, life is humorous.
Oh, wow.
I was still laughing. They didn't really believe, people in church in my area, they didn't really know what was going on. I went for the surgery. I just told them to play my playlist while I went off. And 1 minute, I was talking to the doctor who I knew. We were talking about my father because they said it was my father's junior in school. The next minute, I woke up and I was like, won't you do the surgery? And the doctor said, check your chest. So I looked down, and my whole chest was bandaged tight. Then I broke down again. I cried like a little girl. I was asking for my daddy. I didn't say dad. You know, dad is different. I said, where is my daddy? Who took my daddy? Fortunately, my dad was alive then.
Nice.
He sat beside me and put my head on his chest. And I said, Daddy, they have cut my breast. Tell them to glue my breast. My dad was telling me, don't worry, I'll buy glue. We'll gum it back. You know, I became a little girl. Again, the trauma of the whole thing. Because I looked at my chest, I'm like, okay, this is reality. They've actually done the surgery. You've lost a major part of your life. This is not about vanity. We're girls. Growing up, if you had breast first, you're a big girl. In school, you're a big girl. If you can use bra before everybody, oh, no. You're a big girl. So it's a major part of being a woman. You're wearing clothes, you're seeing how it fits on your chest. Most of the time, you don't see how it feels on your bum. It's on your chest. So it was a big deal. I went into the room, and I think that was the only time I broke down again. After then, I started asking for food. I need food. Before I got this big, it was food now. I need to maintain my big. I didn't feel bad about it, but I was trying not to feel bad. My marriage was already in shambles. My ex-husband everything was already in shambles. So I was kind of alone at that time, apart from direct family. So it was not easy being in the hospital alone, trying to do a lot of things. But I coped. Is it not me? It's not easy to be a superhero. I'm just not wearing cape.
It's not easy. See why I called you superhero.
It's not easy to be a superhero. So I did this surgery, and then about a week after, I went home. And about 3 weeks after that, I started my radiotherapy in the hospital. The first time I went for radiotherapy, I was wearing a bomb shot and a loose kaftan top. I went with my mother, and I remember the nurses were telling me, Auntie, let mommy go and sit down. You help her to do everything. They actually assumed it was my mother that came. I was wearing everything now. And I started radiotherapy. It was not easy because everybody in the hospital was looking sad. I didn't want to look sad. I mean, something sad was already happening to me. Do I have to look it? So I will have my headphones on, my phone in my hand. I didn't want anybody talking to me. Yeah, I made 1 or 2 friends, but I didn't want anybody talking to me. That one took months. Radiotherapy is very aggressive on the body. The old treatment is like 20-30 minutes, but the effect on the body is big. You can't bathe anyhow. You shouldn't sweat. You know, a lot of do's and don'ts. How is it going to be easy not to bathe anyhow, not to sweat when we live in a country of heat?
It
wasn't easy. You go there in the morning as early as 7 a.m. and you don't come back till like 6, 7 in the night, and your treatment is just 30 minutes maximum. But there's a lot of crowd. I finished the radiotherapy and I got radiotherapy burns. I mean, my whole chest looked like someone poured hot water on me. And I made the mistake of listening to what the people in the hospital, because I was like, they've gone through it now. They were telling me, use this ointment, I'll buy the ointment. It got worse. Use this ointment, I'll buy the ointment. Until I went to my doctor himself. Can you imagine? I didn't even think of taking. So I called my doctor, like, see what is happening to my chest. I look like a burnt tomato. What is it now? Fine girl in the mud. Why is that now? And he said, buy Gensha Violet. Jello that we used to use when we were small. 1 bottle of Jello. 100 naira at that time. It solved my problem. It just dried up. But it gave me the scar. You know, the scar of the whole thing has been there already. Looking back now, I wish I showed more cleavage back there. I should have, I should have enjoyed the
breast while it's
now. I can't show. There's no cleavage. Okay, there's cleave. It's not age again. It's one breast. It's not age again. It's not two again. After the radiotherapy, then the chemo. Not after. During radiotherapy, chemo started. It's not usually done unless it's aggressive to do chemo and radio, because both of them are aggressive. So I started the chemotherapy too. Chemotherapy is not an easy treatment. Chemotherapy doesn't kill cancer cells per se. It's just a treatment that attacks every fast-growing cell. Cancer is a fast-growing cell. So as it's killing cancer cells, it's also attacking fast-growing cells, hairs, follicles, nails, and all of that. So all those ones get attacked. White blood cells, you know, white blood cells. So during that time, lots of people, that's when people get sick or die. And they say chemotherapy killed them. No, that's not what. My doctor already told me, Iwa, eat whatever you want, unless I tell you not to.
Okay.
I ate. That was when I got fat. I ate because I wanted my immunity to rise, to be able to, you know, to be able to cope with whatever the chemo was bringing. Okay. I ate well. I ate fruits. I ate good food. I was okay. I was eating like, you know, I was eating. The chemo was not easy. I took chemo for months also. Yeah, I took chemo for lots of months. I was coping with a broken down marriage, 2 little children, and cancer in the body. And there was a particular day, everybody that's gone to cancer usually have this experience. There's always one chemotherapy session that is worse than everything. I don't know, maybe the body is just rejecting it at that time. I think that was about 3 or 4 chemo before I finished. And I was not myself. Chemo gives you nausea. And I don't mean nausea that you feel irritated. You know that morning sickness for pregnant women? Now times 100. That's what chemo gives you. Nausea, fatigue, your nails might grow dark, your tongue. I was not myself. Throughout the day, I was not myself. The next day, it was as if the food was not digesting. My belly was huge. I would sit down, I'll feel uncomfortable. I would stand up, I'll feel uncomfortable. Towards the night of the 3rd day, I felt like I wanted to throw up. So I told my 6-year-old daughter then, bring a bowl. She brought the bowl we used to wash clothes. And I'm not talking about, not the giant bowl, but it's not the tiny one, like this size. So she brought the bowl. I was ready for vomit. I will heave, the vomit won't come. And then just like volcano, I vomited and the bowl was full. I still don't know where everything came from. This small belly, it came. My daughter picked, little children are mean. Little children are not easy. The younger one was 3+, and she kept laughing. She kept laughing and she was like, Mommy, why are you doing all? I'm like, huh. But I was too tired to get angry with her. She was just laughing at me. The older one took the bowl. They went to the bathroom. I was still trying to regain my energy. And the younger one came back and said, Mommy, my sister threw up too. I went there, you know, she poured it away, but she got irritated. She threw up. The three of us cleaned up and we ended up laughing about the whole thing. But I can't forget that day. I think that day was the day I felt most vulnerable, felt worse in the whole journey. Because my little 6-year-old had to be my nurse.
Yeah.
She had to be my caregiver. After then, she took it upon herself. She reminded me, Mommy, yellow drug is for morning. Blue drug, she doesn't need to know the name. She just remembered. And she was me. She's still like that now. She will actually do the way I do. She will stand behind me. Mommy, you have not taken it. Oh yeah, don't worry, Mom. Just put water. You just swallow like that. You know, she became my nurse at that time. I just had to cope with it. My spouse was not there. Just me and 2 little girls. I had a nanny, yes, but it's still not the same thing. I employed a nanny to be there. My job, everything was accepted. Everything was affected. My car, man, everything went. Everything went away. I'm trying to get back on my feet now, but cancer is not beans. Let me use that word. Cancer is not beans at all. Cancer is watery gari.
Wow.
It's watery gari.
Wow.
But at least I'm okay now.
Okay.
I'm fine now.
All right.
Yes.
Honestly, okay. I don't initially, when I said she has a sense of humor, I mean, people will be wondering, okay, what are you trying to say? I mean, she's the only one I've met who shares this kind of story, and then she's laughing about it. So she's not even giving you the opportunity to digest and feel sad about the whole thing. So, I mean, so it's why if you're wondering, why are these people laughing? It's because, of course, if you are hearing her, then you are seeing her facials. You know that is actually
okay. Let me be serious now.
Like, no, it's cool actually. I love your.
I'm being serious.
So you're not even you can't even stay. You can't even stay like how many minutes? Make it a serious face. Okay, now this is breast cancer awareness is important. We need to let the ladies know that this.
Yeah, it's very important. Cancer is bad.
Yes.
Very bad.
Yes.
I can't. I just can't.
Honestly, like okay, now you mentioned our family, and then
yes.
You've spoken about how it was your daughters who were there, basically there at that time. Well, now I don't know if you're willing to share. Was it cancer? I mean, because now you kept saying ex-husband. Was it the cancer?
The cancer just was the what tipped the whole thing over. It wasn't cancer. The marriage was already bad long before physical abuse, verbal abuse, every kind of abuse you can think of. Okay. Cancer was just what blew everything out. It wasn't what caused the old issue. Cancer came and it was like a perfect opportunity for him.
Okay.
So everything was already going bonkers before then. But at least thank God I had people around. My neighbor at that time, she was a darling. I mean, a darling.
Okay. Yeah. I think now that should take us to your friends and family that walked you through that journey. I mean, what are like your memorable moments of them?
Lots of friends left. I still remember a friend of mine that told me, "Who did you offend? Did you snatch anybody's husband?"
Oh.
Yeah, I still remember. When she asked me, I was shocked, like snatch anybody's husband. I lost friends, a lot of friends. But I also had those that stayed. I still remember a particular one. She bought me my first wig when I lost my hair. That chemo does that. You lose all the hair on your body. I mean, when I talk about hair, pubic hair, body, every hair on the body. But it's good. See my skin popping. See now, hair has not grown back yet. See fine skin now. It's all good. You should not go back. You should just stay like this. You should not go back.
Because now, see, we are waxing. People are like...
At least I don't have to do waxing again. So you should not go back. She bought me my first wig. My sister was there. She was not here physically, but she was like my hype woman. She would remind me, you're a warrior. God only sends his warriors to battle because he knows they can come back. She would always hype me. My mother was not there physically because she was with my sister who just delivered too. Oh. So she was not there physically, but they would always call me. Yeah, so I had my family, most of them.
Okay.
My neighbor at that time too. Funniest thing, my neighbor was a very private person then. It was cancer that made us friends. She was very private. It was just, we meet at the gate and say, good morning, ma, good morning, ma. That was all. But when I went to tell them I'm going for cancer surgery, it was as if a different person came. She became my big sister. Her daughter became my younger sister, you know. So I lost friends, and then I gained new ones too. And my family too, majority of my family was there for me. And my 2 girls, yeah, my soldier girls. They were there too for me then.
Okay, and now let's talk about early detection.
Yes.
Now, how did that play a role in your treatments? Because the truth is, when you hear about cancer, everything that comes to your mind is no cure for cancer. I mean, it's death.
Yes.
And then, okay, I think you were actually the first survivor I met physically. And then subsequently, we got to start reading stories. Seeing videos of people who have survived and all of that. And everybody keeps talking about early detection.
Yeah.
I mean, what role did that play, and how important is it?
Firstly, early detection. Well, mine wasn't early, but earlier. But really, early detection reduces the finance you have to spend.
Okay.
It reduces the finance. If you're taking out a lump, or they're doing partial cutting of the breast, the chemo you're going to do is not that much. The radio is not that much. The drugs you buy is not that much compared to you that you're closer to the terminal, so you're already at the terminal stage. You know, so early detection reduces the finance. That's one major one. Also, early detection gives you a higher chance of survival, of recovery, of coping. Imagine cancer in your body for stage 1 and stage 2, and imagine stage 4. Stage 4, the cancer already destroyed a lot. Your immunity is down, white blood cells is depleted. So whatever they bombard you with, your body might not be able to cope.
Okay.
Your body might not be able to cope with that, or ordinary malaria, everything just go bonkers in your body. So early detection is basically the best protection. You know, I know it's a cliche thing, but yes, it is the best protection. There is literally not like there's a cure, so to speak, for cancer. Treatment, yes, everything. Even the treatment, you're still praying to God, God, let this thing work with me. It's not like there's a particular drug you use. Yes, I've heard of all, I've seen people say, but me, I've not heard a worldwide announcement that now there's a cure for cancer. I've not heard such a thing. So early detection reduces the finance, the mental stress, the emotional stress, the physical stress your body has to go through to recover. And early detection increases your chances of survival and recovery.
Oh. Okay, now I've heard stories of people who said, okay, I was at the hospital, I actually did know something was wrong, and I went for checkup, and then they said nothing is wrong, and then they go back home, and then maybe they still feel, and then still go back, and they're like, and maybe they just prescribe something, okay, take this, you'll be fine. And then the next time, and then a doctor checks them out, and he's like, where have you been?
Yeah, I just had a case like that recently.
Okay.
What I always say is, go for second opinion, go for third opinion.
Okay.
And also go to the correct hospitals. You know it's cancer. Go to the right hospital. Go to, if you're going for private, go to the private hospital that has a reputation. That you know. Besides, there's the technology age. Google. Know the symptoms before you leave the house. So if a doctor tells you, don't worry, madam, it's nothing. You tell the doctor, boy, I heard. Doctors usually don't like that. Boy, I heard. Become the kind of patient that they are even like, this person is here again. That kind. No, you're the owner of your body. If they make a mistake, they are not the one that will suffer for it. You are the one that will suffer for it. Go for second opinion. If your body tells you that you're not so sure, you're not convinced of what one doctor says, go to another hospital.
Okay.
Get another opinion. Even if you're not convinced, go to another one. Get another opinion. It's better to know that, okay, even if something goes wrong, you tried your best. It was not because of your ignorance or your nonchalant attitude. You know you tried your best. Because yes, I've heard cases of people saying the doctor said nothing is wrong, and then probably in the next few months, it had already escalated.
Yeah.
Yes. Go for second opinion, third opinion if you need it.
Okay, so if you're feeling, I mean, one kind and you know that you can feel it, that there's actually something wrong, and one doctor is telling you there's nothing wrong, please go check out another doctor and be very sure, maybe convinced within you that there's nothing wrong, so that you would at least be able to nip it in the bud. We're still very much in the studios, but let's go on this quick break and we'll be back. Just stay with us. Ladies, we're still in the studio, and of course we're still talking about breast cancer, and I'm certain, like I am certain, like I can say it on your behalf, that you're learning a lot from this episode, and of course you're beginning to also take notes of things that are happening within your body to actually be sure. I mean, it might not be breast cancer, but it might be anything. Once your body feels different, go to a doctor, get it checked out. So Iwala Adeorimi is still very much in these studios, and of course she's still sitting pretty amazing with smiles on her face, and of course making us laugh and enjoy the journey with her. Of course, I'm sure it wasn't an easy one.
No, it was not an easy one.
But then
it was not an easy one.
She's sitting pretty today, sharing.
It's not easy losing your hair. I mean, I went bald, completely bald. Wow. It was not an easy thing. Oh, but see it now.
See your cuts.
Now.
That's like, okay, okay, now there's also something people do. I mean, when you hear about cancer, or when they say people have, when you get a report of a terminal disease and all of that, and we make bucket lists.
Yeah.
And say, these are things I want to
I did too.
Okay, so share with us.
Oh, I did bucket list. Although mine was not because I feared. I did not for one day entertain death in my head. I didn't even think it was an option.
Oh, so it never crossed your mind that
I can honestly say that it never crossed, and it was a deliberate effort.
Okay.
I told myself from the first day, people may be dying. I'm not ready to. I mean, my girls are small. I still want to disturb their husbands when they get married now. As per mother-in-law things. I still have things I want to do. I did not for one day think of that. Okay. If it comes, my playlist is there. But I did have a bucket list. Yeah, my bucket list. One of my bucket. Okay, if I remember somewhere, I've not finished them actually. One of them was toasting a man. Man, they toast us. I mean, one toast fine boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Have you crossed it up?
Cute guy. So cute. And he was shocked that I toasted him. I was like, guy, see, I'm bald though. I get one breast though, but I still like you. And when he said it, I'm like, guy, I actually didn't mean to date you. I don't want to have the courage to just cross it off. Yeah, I wanted to travel without getting scared. I'm so scared of traveling. I don't like traveling at all. I don't like new things scare me. And I did it. I traveled. Yeah, I did have an accident on the way, but I still did it. I still tried it. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I had more colors in my wardrobe now, not black alone.
Okay.
I don't wear it that often, but it's shine the wardrobe.
I mean, that's a step.
Yes, and the main one from my bucket list. We have older viewers at home, right? Yeah. I decided I wasn't going to give a fuck anymore. Literally. I mean, I faced death. I came back. Right now, I really don't care about anything anymore. Okay. If anybody says, Iwa, I don't like what you do. Your opinion, you don't like it. So far I like it, I'm good. Iwa, your kids didn't do anything like this. They're my kids. I'm not complaining. I literally don't give a crap about anything anymore. This life is too fickle. I could have died during the surgery. I mean, it's 8 hours of my life that I don't know what happened. It's not as if I felt anything. 1 minute I was talking to the doctor, so I could have died. So right now, that's the main thing on my bucket. Yes, and I still want to have more girlfriends. I don't have friends like that. I'm too private, so I still want to have girlfriends. I still want to go, and I still want to go to the beach. You know, where I have prosthesis, so where bikini, you know, feel fine thing. Yeah, I still want to do that one. I still want to do that one. So That's my bucket list so far. I still have some other ones, but don't let's say that one. Yeah, you can't be saying no that one. Yeah.
Okay.
In camera, we say that one in camera
No
at the
problem,
back.
no problem. Because I like that beach thing, sure.
Yeah.
Just
yes, I'm taking applications now. I've toasted guys too. Toast me.
You should, of course.
Be rich.
See, fine, babe. Now.
Be rich.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
say,
be
of
rich.
course. I mean, it's
not easy to
takes
maintain
money
this
to
now.
maintain.
To maintain this, please.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk a bit about your advocacy. I mean, you've met a lot of persons who have gone through this journey, who are going through it,
yes.
And so. Okay, what made you start advocacy? Let's begin with that.
It was the thought came when they told me about cancer. Really, it came before. I was Googling, I was doing it, and I realized there's not much advocacy for this thing. People really don't know about it. There's still a lot of shadow, a lot of stigma surrounding breast cancer in this part of the world. I tried to join Nigerian forums online, and I did not get a Nigerian forum. It was always foreign forums. That was when I decided, okay, I'll do that. I'll start doing it. I'll start telling women about it. Women don't have to die unnecessarily from this. And I actually enjoy talking to women. I mean, I like it when I tell them, don't worry, you'll be fine, you won't die. And I see the face change from frown and they're smiling, and then we go through the journey together. I enjoy it. I like when a woman says, let's see, well, I finished my treatment today. You know, it feels good. Like, oh, someone else is a survivor now. So.
Wow.
Okay,
now considering what you've been through, and then being on the forefront of breast cancer awareness advocacy, does it get overwhelming?
Oh, it does get overwhelming. It got overwhelming this year. I do advocacy every year, but this year we didn't really do much. Every time I plan it, I always give myself an excuse why I shouldn't do it. And I will know I'm giving myself that excuse. And then people will call me, why now? Why have you doing anything? Why you say you'll do this? It gets overwhelming because as I'm laughing, I'm smiling. I still remember what I lost. I still remember what could have been. I still remember a lot of things. I'm a single parent. We all know what single mothers face. I still face all of that. Sometimes I can't even pay my bills. So not sometimes, most times I can't pay my bills. When that happens, school fees is there, bills is there, everything is there. It gets overwhelming. And then sometimes the emotions get overwhelming. I just don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to wallow in my self-pity at that time. I want to remember, who is me? See what happened to me. It gets overwhelming sometimes.
So how do you cope?
Firstly, my character is not the one that sits down.
Okay.
So I would say my character has a lot to do with that. My character is not that one. And secondly, because I know that is what is happening. I know it's a temporary thing. My brain knows it's a temporary thing. All I do is find something immediately.
Okay.
Find something to get. It might be calling someone. You know, I have some people I call like, don't talk. All I want to do is just rant. I just want to rant. You're not the one that offended me. I just want to yell at you. So don't think it. So, and there's some people that will say, oh yeah, keep yelling. Are you done? So I have people, then I have books. I'm a book addict. I have books. I write. So I have a lot of things. The best thing is, if you're going through anything like that, find your own focal points. What makes you feel good? And just do it.
Now, of course, there are many women who might be going through this phase, and then they are at a loss on what to do. So what would be like your survivor's guide for them?
What I would say, for a doctor to tell you that you should take treatment and surgery for cancer, it means there's a chance for you to survive already.
Oh, okay.
Don't mess up that chance. Do not, see, capital do not, in bold, red, underline, 2 underline. Do not listen to anybody but your doctor and another survivor. Listen to survivors. Survivors have gone through it. They know what they did that messed them up. And they know what they did that worked for them also. Don't let someone that has not gone through it. So it's like someone that has never been pregnant telling you how labor pain feels. They've heard it, but they can't feel it.
Yeah.
It's different. Don't listen to anybody saying don't eat this or eat that, unless your doctor actually tells you to. A lot of men have given them some problems by that. Okay. Listen to your body. Listen to your doctor. And the best therapy, I know it's a cliche, they say laughter. Literally, laughter is actually the best medicine. People did not know. If she's not saying that I'm a breast cancer survivor, nobody knows. It's not like, it's not like a handicap. If they cut someone's hand, everybody knows as soon as they see you.
Yes.
If they cut your leg, everybody knows. But this, is it not balanced? Wait. Yeah, is it not balanced? See now, nobody knows now. If I don't tell you, you don't even know which one is real, which one is fake. See, nobody knows. So just listen to your body. Be happy. I mean, that one is over. It's not. I can't stay. Be happy. Happiness helped me a lot. I didn't entertain any sad thought. I decided not to think about my failed marriage at that time. I thought of it after. At that time, think of the happiest thing you can get. Do those things that make you happy. So the hormones in your body are happy hormones all the time. Happy hormones. You're not feeling well and then you're thinking sad and the hormones in your body are not secreting happy hormones. Forget. You get even worse than you are. Eat well, drink well, be happy. I don't mean bad habit too. I'm just saying do fine things, Sha.
All right, as we wrap up, of course, because there are a lot of ladies watching, and then people don't sometimes when you talked about how you had friends who left and you had friends who were asking if you I'm still trying to wrap my head around that because I don't know how that should even come out in the first place. Now sometimes when people have people going through stuff like this, they don't know how to cope with it. So now what would it be your final note to ladies on the need to support persons with breast cancer and of course also spread awareness? Okay,
one sentence for support. One sentence. When you know someone that has breast cancer, someone going through it, don't limit don't belittle their pain. If they said something is going on with them, know that they are trying to even lower what is going through with them because we know that there's a lot of stigma around it. So you try not to let people feel bad for being around you. So if you know someone going through that, help out as much as you can. Help out can be a phone call. Can be you buying some fruits and give it to them. Can be you buying a warm hot water bottle. Buy their favorite chocolate. Make them happy and comfortable. Okay. If you know someone going through it, follow them to the hospital for a treatment. Yeah, imagine me going to the hospital and there's a friend that we're gisting as I'm taking the treatment, we're gisting. It changes the whole environment. Help out as much as you can because I will tell you, every cancer survivor tries to lower what is happening to them. So they are not they don't feel like a burden to anybody around them. So you let them realize you are not a burden at all. I got your back. So if the person is feeling depressed, take them out. Girls night out. Take them out. Or you do the night out in their house. Do Netflix subscription. Just make them happy. And spreading awareness. I'll say this first. If there's a survivor listening to us, please, survivors, we need to speak out more. Survivors don't speak out much. Please, survivors. The more we speak out, the more women will know, oh, someone has gone through it and she's fine. Then I can go through it and I'll be fine. Speak out more. Let them see that survivors, we're not surviving it, we're thriving. We're doing fine despite what we have lost. We're doing fine. And lastly, wherever you are, at work, spread it. Cancer is real and it's terrible. Forget my smiling. It is a terrible thing. It is deadly. Spread it as much as you can. Tell people about it. Support. Wear pink. Pink is breast cancer. Wear pink. Do everything that makes people know. And lastly, before we round up, if you know any foundation or any individual trying to do awareness, please support them. And I don't mean financially alone. Volunteer. Help them out. Support. Post it on your social media. Everybody's online nowadays. Support them. Thank you. Okay.
As part of support, and of course, if you have breast cancer or if you want to ask questions, now this is not my forte. I'm not an expert in this. So even if you send your questions, we might not be able to answer. But you can reach Iwala Diorimi on Facebook, Iwala Diorimi Adetunji, your Instagram handle.
Radiant Hope Initiatives.
Radiant Hope Initiatives. So we're going to drop that, of course, also in the links for the the show for you to be able to reach out to her and ask your questions. And of course, if you feel like volunteering, she has lots of projects that she does.
And donate too. Please put donate.
Yes,
too.
also yes,
Donate
financial
to us,
donations
to help other
because,
women too.
yeah, I mean, I was going to talk about the part where she does free mammograms for women to check if there's anything going on with you. And then the first time she said she was doing it free, I'm like, hey, this woman, like you just went through all of this. Financially, you're still trying to get your balance, and then you're doing this for free. So, I mean, these are things that you should be putting your mind to. And as women, we should keep supporting each other.
Yes.
I mean, it's tough being a woman already. So don't allow another woman walk through this life alone. And that's where we wrap it up on the show. Thank you, Wala Diorimi, for coming to the studio.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
See,
you.
honestly, I'm like, please just keep that smile glowing and all of that.
you.
And shout out to the girls because I know they are going to be watching this episode.
Oh, yes.
So I'm saying shout out to you. Thanks for being amazing for mommy. Honestly, and I miss you. I wish you guys could have come to the show more. Next time,
We'll come together.
Next time. All right, that's what you're taking on Ladies Lounge for tonight. I hope you have had an amazing time like we've had on the show today. And I know that when people thought about survival, okay, maybe we are going to have plenty tears on the show today. I mean, it's all joy because again, victory. I mean, you're saying I radiant.
Maybe.
Okay. So when so are you going to have to rehearse? It won't work. Honestly, she's we're victorious, so that is why joy. It's all joy right here on the show, and we're going to keep spreading the positivity on being a woman. Do join us again on our next episode of Ladies Lounge. You might be wondering what again are we going to talk about next week. You have to stay tuned. Watch next week to have an amazing time right here with us in the studios. My name is Adiola Adegoke, your girl D. Have an amazing night.